Welcome to this demonstration of YourPSN. We'll start by clicking Register. Once on Register, we'll scroll down a little bit where we can enter a unique username for our registration. In this example, we're using Cosmetic Excellence. We'll provide a password and provide the same password a second time to ensure we get it correctly. And then just simply select that you agree to the terms of use and the privacy policy. Once here, you can create your member profile. Select Create Web App. This creates your member profile page. When you edit the profile, you will see that many text blocks are now able to be changed to whatever content you'd like to provide. Now you can provide simple content such as these headlines, or you can provide sophisticated content including HTML code. In this example, we're going to be putting a link to another outside page. You can include large text as well to complete your page definition. You also have the ability to override the various headers. In our case, the header of additional pages are going to be the procedures for a cosmetic surgery organization, and we'll just simply talk about our news feed using simply news feed. Once you've made all the changes, everything in green when you hit Submit Changes will be saved back to the server. Now there's one more change we'd like to make. If you go back to Edit Profile, you'll notice a red box around the picture. You can choose any picture you want to highlight on your page. We'll choose Banner, and then Upload. Now you see the picture has changed to the new picture for this cosmetic surgery organization. Now if we go back to Edit Profile, we can now create a new news article. Here we're talking about the new ear piercing service that is offered by this organization. And again, we can provide a detailed description in the body and say Upload. Before we do, we'd like to pick a photograph or a video to be highlighted in this news feed. And we'll simply say Upload. And there we have it. We've created a news feed and we have created our profile page. Now let's select Console Page so that we can create a new event page. Now these event pages represent any kind of content we'd like to add to our profile. In this case, we're going to be talking about the blepharoplasty or upper and lower eyelid corrections that can be offered by this cosmetic surgery organization. Redemption code is simply used to identify the page internally, and the page weight shows where it'll be placed in our list of pages. We'll just choose default of number 1. The event code is used to find this page, and you'll notice an error has appeared. We can also provide a long description. But the error has appeared because we're already using this code in another page, so we'll simply qualify it with additional details, and it is now unique. Once we hit Save, you'll see the content is now loaded into the page. But there's one more piece missing. Let's click Add Photo or Video, so we can now use the click here to take photo or video button to choose an image that will go on this page. Once the image has been chosen, we'll load it to the page. And we can use the Change Event Cover Picture to select that as the profile picture for this page. Now you'll see the default picture has been changed to the one we've just selected, thus completing this page. So now, how do we use these pages in our website? Well, let's log in with WordPress into our WordPress site. And for this example, we'll create a new page. We'll create a new page simply called Eyelids. And on that new page, we're going to add links to the social network and the content that we've just created. First, make sure you're in the text mode of the WordPress editor. Now, at the bottom of every page is an embed code link. Select that link, and here you can choose things like the button color. Let's choose a blue button color to continue with the theme that we already have here. And then you can choose the text color, and you'll notice these pickers allow you to choose any of the colors available on the desktop. In this case, we'll continue with the white text. And then we can supply what the button text will say. In this case, we're going to call it blepharoplasty, so that represents the surgery procedure itself. And then you'll notice there are three modes: generate button code, generate link code, and generate page URL. The button code creates a completely styled embedded button that we can put anywhere in our page. Let's select all of the code generated by the code generator. Right-click and select Copy. Now we can go back to the WordPress editor. And in the text mode, we can have it accept that HTML code directly. Simply select where you want to place the button, right-click, and say Paste. Now all of that button code is ready to be used. If we switch to the visual mode, you'll see that nice blue button with the white text is ready for use. Now, as I said, there are three ways that we can embed these. We've shown the button. Now let's show the link. Imagine we're writing some text. In this example, chat with me at my, and then we will embed a link to the chat button. Now the chat is chatting with you, so we need to go back to the page owner profile, and you'll notice that there is a Generate Chat Link button right above the chat button that's on that page. Just like before, we can choose colors for the button, colors for the font on the button. And we can use the code generator to generate a chat button, generate a chat link, or generate a direct chat URL. We're going to use the chat link. So let's select all of that code, and just like before, right-click and select Copy. But now when we go back to the WordPress editor, and we paste that where we want the link to appear, you'll see the HTML code is there. When I go to visual, you'll now see there is a link. There's the original link for the button, and there's a different link under the chat link. So now we've wired up any of our pages, we've wired up our chat. The last thing we want to wire up is the news. Same idea. Open the news article and go to the embed code. We're now embedding code to take us directly to this news article. Now in this example, we'll just use the simple generate URL. No HTML code, no button link, nothing. So what this is going to do is just embed the link code itself that we will use to arrive at this page. A great example of where we'd use this in WordPress, if we go and preview the entire page, we can add a new menu item where the link behind that menu item is the page where the news feeds are. So when we create a new menu item through the Add Items button, and we select Custom Links as the kind of menu item we're adding, you would paste that pure URL, just the URL, into the URL field. You'll then be able to add the link text, and this is the text that will appear on that link in the WordPress menu. So here we're going to have a new menu now that says New Ear Piercing. When we add that to the menu, save and publish, you can see the menu has now been updated with New Ear Piercing. If I select that link, we will now be taken directly to the ear piercing page. Because we're coming out of our private social network, we can go using the back button back to the original website, and all of our links now have this capability to do that. For example, let's preview this eyelids page we created. The button that we added to that takes us to this page, just like expected. Back to website takes you back to the original place you left, back to the eyelids page. And then you have your chat link. Same behavior. We're now entered into the chat system, and closing that window out, we're back to the eyelids page.